Lost in this hazy room, the darkness surrounds. Pulsating beats electrify the ground. I feel the energy, it's flowing through my veins.
Hey guys, what's up? It's April with the Phoenix Collective. We're a group of like-minded people dedicated to the healing journey. And that's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm checking in with you guys to see how you're doing on that journey. And we're going to dipstick in with a little bit of tarot, which helps us put the pause on things. So help us stop, look at where we're coming from, where we are now, and where this journey is heading if we stay on the path that we're on. Now, tarot, I can't tell you anything in tarot that you can't change. So if you don't like the outcome, then change it. Okay? We all have freedom of choice, free will, personal empowerment, and the ability to change our outcome. Okay? All right. As always, use your discernment. If this reading doesn't feel like your energy, then click off. Okay? It's not for you. But I have a feeling, I do, just because you clicked on this message, that there's something beneficial in it for you. Okay? And as always, roles can be reversed. And if I say masculine or feminine, I'm just talking about energies. I'm not talking about a male or a female, okay? We all have the balanced masculine and feminine within us. Or that's the goal, is to balance them out, okay? All right. So look, the first thing that I'm getting in the overall energy today is the South Node, which is unfinished business, okay? And I've been picking this up a lot. That there's some karma from your past, and this could be outside of you. These are people that are, what I'm picking up and what I keep picking up is that we have people from our past that are no longer in our presence, they're creeping on you, okay? And they're not liking what they see. They're not liking your evolution, because what that does is that forces them to look and evaluate themselves, okay? By you healing, you are forcing them into their South Node, okay? And that's what's going on here, okay? But we have to remember, they did the same thing for you. So this is a reciprocal, symbiotic relationship, and that's why it's easily forgivable. But that doesn't mean that we resolve their karmas for them and let them off the hook. It's essential that we let them learn their karmic lessons so that they can come up through their South Node into their North Node, just like you did, okay? And I'm definitely picking up on some, I've been getting this same energy as well, this Libran energy of justice. It says legal matters, fair and balanced, integrity and truth. So there is some truth coming to the light of situations from your past that are being resolved right now so that you can break free from them. Okay, you can cut those cords permanently. And that's what we need to do. So I'm picking up some people that have done their cord cutting. Okay, and that's super easy to do if you haven't already done so. It just starts with connecting in with your prana. Everything starts with breath work. Okay, and it's the easiest form of meditation for a person to do, and it's the easiest way to start a meditative practice, because all it is breathing in the life force energy, getting quiet, and visualizing yourself growing roots out from your root chakra into the ground, so that you're grounded into that super root, which is right underneath it, the soul star that gets you into Mother Earth. Okay. And once you're connected into Mother Earth, it's beautiful, because you can take all of that karma and you can push it into her to resolve, because she will do that for you. Or you can send it back to the sender and do a return to sender. Or you can alchemize it yourself, process through it, resolve it on your end, which is what we're doing by processing through old cords and old lessons, okay, to banish them. Okay, and once you do so, once you connect into the earth, then you want to connect in with the crown, and that's done through the breath work. You're breathing in the life force energy in through your nose, and you're breathing out all the bullshit, anything that doesn't serve you, all of that evil eye, negative cords of attachment, intent, magic, any kind of generational curses or energy that has been plaguing you, any resolved energy that you don't see. Just because you don't see it, guys, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Okay, we are very, very powerful with our minds, and even if we aren't intentionally casting magic on people, we do so with our intentions. Okay, and if you get a group of people collectively doing that to you, it can be a little bit stronger. So it's important to cut those cords. So in your mind's eye, while you're doing your breath work, call all those people forward. And even if you don't know who they are, call forth anybody doing harm to you. Okay, and then call in Archangel Michael and Raphael and your guides and your ancestors, and use Michael's swords to cut those cords of attachment that are being put on you, and they will reattach. Okay, they will reattach if people don't let it go. And as you do your cord cutting and slip away from these people, they feel it. They feel it. So as this is all being resolved, just know that you're really going to have to heavily be putting in that work to resolving these cords, okay? All right? So just make sure that you're doing that. And after you've done so, and hey, sometimes you guys really make sure in that visualization that you cut that cord and it's laying dead on the ground, or that it dissolves. And then rip up all the contracts. Okay? Any contract that you've made in the 5D prior to coming here, just let them know. And you know what? You can even make it easy on yourself and cut all contracts for everybody. And I do that too. Once a week, maybe, is I'll resolve all, because nobody deserves my energy but me. Okay? Me and the people that I am co-creating with in a positive way. My soul tribe, my soul family. All right? That's where my energy goes. Okay? Is to working in the light, not in the dark. So that I'm not letting them siphon onto my energy by creating these cords. Okay? So make sure that they fall and say, I no longer wish to move forward in this life with you, or next life, or any life, past life. Because remember, time is cyclical. It's not linear, folks. So I say all past lives, previous lives, future lives, and all timelines. Just to make sure. And then I fill up the white light of protection around myself, and I start at my feet and I go up my body and let my body fill with that light so that it's completely protected. And I call in my own power. Okay? So this is what Spirit is asking you to do if you haven't done so. I'm not sure where you are on this timeline. So just remember, you could be at the beginning of these cards, or you could be at the end of them. Okay? But I definitely feel like by doing this and resolving all these contracts, you guys were in that phase of starting new. This is your new era, baby. Okay, this is where the real work starts, though, if you ask me. Because once we have resolved all of our karma and we're off that karmic wheel, we are no longer retaliating or doing anything with negative intents. Everything we do is in the light, where we meditate on each situation and we can see it for what it is. And as we start to do this healing, right, we remove ourselves from anything that binds us to the earth, right? It helps us check out and stay in a lower vibration, stay in that lower density. That's drugs and alcohol, that's lack mentality, that's the belief that you're not good enough. It's any of that mental mind fuckery, okay? It's emotional health, it's mental health, it's physical health as well. And it's implementing daily practices and being mindful of your thoughts. Okay, and I know that's a lot, but it really does get easier and easier to navigate as you begin the journey, okay? Because God gives you this gift. Once you've cleared out and you have a control over your feelings, right? When a situation happens that makes you angry, you recognize that as being situational. You're angry because why? Okay? You don't become the anger. You realize that that's just there to direct your behavior, okay? Feelings are meant to be guideposts. They're meant to direct behavior so that we don't hurt others, okay? Because if we don't like something that's being done to ourselves, we won't do that to others. That's the idea, okay? But if you're still stuck in that lower density of tit for tat and evil, trying to get back at people and retaliate, or to be forcing narratives because you're in the spirit of jealousy or greed, or any of those things, okay? Just that's taking somebody's destiny. Okay, when you're playing God in somebody else's life by manipulative tactics, sick, sad human games, as I call them, God doesn't like that. He especially doesn't like it if you do that at a chosen one, somebody that's actively answered that call from the divine and is on the path to help uplifting the consciousness to a higher vibration, okay? Just know that. Okay, and just in general, it's not okay to do. Okay, knock it off. Plain and simple. Focus on yourself, not other people. If you put all that effort and energy into gaining something for yourself instead of taking it from people, playing God, yeah, well, these people are finding out they're on the other side of that karmic wheel, and your blessings are coming in. Okay, we also have the element of water, which is, this is just saying that you guys, you're being poured into as much as you are pouring out. That life is actually reflecting to you back in the way that you're putting out there. So you're getting exactly the treatment that you deserve now. Okay, it's intuitive, emotional, and compassionate. 50-50, things are fluid, which is, this is the perfect place to create from and manifest from. It is. When you are not forcing outcomes in any way, you're putting in inspired action towards your desired goals, which have integrity. They're for the betterment of all. Because what's the point? Really, honestly, what's the point in doing anything if it doesn't contribute to society in a positive way? Let's get on the fucking bandwagon, people. If you want to be hip and cool and be part of the trend, start the self-healing journey, because it is no longer cool to be sitting in a victim mentality or a persecutor mentality and hurting people around you because you're hurting. It's not cool anymore. We're all trying to be self-aware and wake up on this planet. I mean, shit, it's the coolest thing ever now. All right. All right. So with that being said, we also in the 5D, the guides and angels that are around us. We all have guides. We all have angels, guys. We all have ancestors and God, and that speaks to us in the 5D. Now that communication is a little bit different. Okay, it doesn't happen in words. Okay, it's communicated through signs, symbols, synchronicities, vibration, feelings, and colors. Okay, and also through tarot. That's why tarot is so beneficial. Okay, because it can help you quantum leap and quantum jump into your highest timeline. If the cards show that you're going in a direction that isn't cool, it's going to show you how to get there, and it's going to actually address what you need to do next. And I think that's what the cards are telling us, because we're in a period right now, what it looks like is where things are very calm. And to somebody that's been in survival mode most of their life, this is a scary place to be. Okay, that drama can kind of it's just as addicting as a drug. Taking another hit every time that you're gossiping, or you're seeking outside validation for putting out fires, or staying too busy, or diving too much into your work. It's time to really focus on that self-love. Okay, and what you need to do to personally evolve to help contribute now to the larger karma of the greater collective. Okay, because once you've healed yourself, now you get to put it out there and help globally, on a global scale. And Spirit says that's where you're at, baby. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle some cards. If you haven't already done so, please take a moment to like, follow, or subscribe. That's the best way to help out my channel and to contribute to what I do. It's also a form of energy transference, so it allows me to pick up on your energy a little bit more. Personal private readings are closed. Okay, throughout the holiday, I am working on myself. I am doing some, all professionals have to do some sort of professional development, right? Doctors, teachers, nurses. If we're gonna remain at our best, then we have to continue to educate ourselves. And I'm actively learning. I'm doing some Buddhist meditation and participating in A Course in Miracles, which all of this is really beautiful. So I'm really trying to focus on myself and my connection to my crown to better myself right now. So just pick up on these collective readings. I'll try and get more out there to you as well. So anyway, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Hey, and I realized I forgot to tell you the angel in the 5D. This is Yahel. Yahel is the desire to know. Okay, and I'm picking up that strongly with that the Libra Justice card that came out here. Okay, is that you've been having your intuition knows the truth, the truth of everything now, and God has given that to you. Okay, the truth of your interactions from the past. And he's gotten you away from that, and you're resolving that. It's also the acquisition of wisdom. Okay, so that I'm picking up that right now the focus is on yourself and creating a closer connection to the divine. But it's imperative. It's imperative to resolve that karma from the past, that this South Node energy, this karmic past baggage, unfinished business, soul wounds. Okay, the been there, done that. In order for these talents to come through, okay, in order to break, it's a breakthrough energy, a dragon energy of stepping into that new era by resolving all that past energy. And I'm picking up that you prayed for this. You prayed for this, just for confirmation and for the release of your soul. Okay. But you guys are doing really well. I mean, shit, you're doing super well. Sitting in the past, you're in this sun energy. So for this to be in the past means that this has been a prolonged state that you've been in for a while now. Okay, months, years, which is just this happiness, this joy. Okay, this release of the inner child. You've been operating in your authentic nature. Okay, and that because of that, you've gotten this emotional new beginning. Okay, that's that 50-50 fluid nature, that you are around people and places, and you're in a great place because everything that you're putting out there is being reflected back to you. So you're getting back what you put in, which is a law of vibration. That's a law of karma. Okay. That you're off that karmic wheel and you're only getting back positive. Okay, because that's all you're putting out there. Okay, that's that karmic wheel. Okay, now Spirit is saying that this hasn't been easy. Okay, because you started in this fool energy, right, which is this basic naive energy. When you started out on this path, you didn't know where you were going. And this required you to put your full faith in God, to take that leap of faith. Okay, because he could fall off that cliff. Okay, and I'm picking this up too, that you are very much in what feels like an uncertain time. You're questioning where you're going, and that's perfect. That's perfect, because if you were certain where you were going, that means you're on the wrong path. That means you're staying. Like the Two of Swords is popping up in my mind's eye. It's not out here in the cards, but that's when the Two of Swords depicts a lady who's blindfolded and she's holding the swords at a cross, right? They're perfectly weighted and balanced, but these are the two options you had in life. I don't know who's attacking my throat chakra right now. Hold on. Sorry. Whenever I start coughing during a reading, it means I feel like somebody's attacking my throat chakra. They don't want this message to get out, so we're gonna get it out there. I rebuke all negative energy, Christ light and Christ energy in the name of Jesus. Yeah. Fucking knock it off. Okay, so I was saying, this takes full faith in God. Okay, of understanding that any roadblock that's put up is beneficial, because you're not supposed to go in that direction. Okay, and that God has a plan for you, and that you're not taking anything personally. You're going, that's that flow, that's that fluid energy, that going with the flow, water energy of just knowing that you're changing, and you're making the next right step. And anything that blocks that or makes you start coughing is just the intent of other people trying to block you. Okay, the negative entities and negative spirits out there don't want you to evolve. They want you to stay with that veil thick in the 3D. They don't want your vibration to lift. We're in a prison here, guys. Third density is a prison. Okay, it is. And the only way to get out is to lift your vibration, and that's through healing. Plain and simple. Okay, that's getting out of that selfish nature, and the ego will protect it. Okay, it will try and protect you, because that's basically what it is. It's you're acting in the unconscious, in your subconscious. Okay, and you don't realize you're doing it, but you need to wake up to it. Okay, so you woke up when you started this new journey. Okay, and you started actively understanding your behaviors and the behaviors of others. And I'm picking up you were running from that. You realized that you realized your purpose while you were in the 3D, and not understanding all these people around you and why they were treating you the way they were. You were a handler energy, okay? A handler energy in the upright, okay? Because we often get we get confused. We hear this handler energy as a negative thing, but for my light workers and my star seeds, and my earth angels, all of you, my beings of light, whatever term you want to put in on that, those here actively working in the light of Christ. Okay. Those of you doing that, there is a handler energy on you breaking free of people trying to sabotage that. But I'm picking up that you were the handler energy where you were being put. Look at your Pluto placement. Look at your Pluto placement. If it's square your moon, this definitely was your mission, was that wounded warrior, was to be dropped into some very fucking low vibrational fucking situations and relationships. And most likely you were birthed into those too. That your birth family, and then you realized that was your role. And so you just reenacted that in all of the interactions and relationships you had after that until you woke up. Okay, but you were there as a beacon of light to show them the light and to guide them out of it. And they either could choose, say, come with me, come on, let's go do something really fucking cool, right? Let's live in the upright. And they either had that choice, okay? Because I'm picking up that your energy was home to a lot of these negative people, but they just weren't ready for it yet. And they had to make that commitment to either be a good person, but they couldn't, most of them couldn't do it, okay? And you had to get away from that, okay? And I'm getting that you did. You took off on that journey, okay? And you, because of that, like, so you're showing up as the Empress. So you healed the feminine, the divine feminine side of yourself, okay? And that these are mother wounds that have been passed down generationally from unhealthy relationships with your mother. Okay, and however that manifested, as being the scapegoat, as your mother having a lack mentality and trying to control you, wanting to keep you down so you still needed her, not seeing her own value so she didn't want her mother being jealous of you, all of those things. Okay, this is definitely with the Empress, but I'm showing up that you are now in goddess energy. Okay, goddess energy. All right, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Okay, and that goddess energy within you, I'm picking up for the collective that was definitely misunderstood in you. Okay, because I'm picking up on some beautiful ass people. Okay, that you are gorgeous or handsome, beautiful, and so people mistook that power that you held from that beauty as you misusing it, but you weren't. Or maybe because you could get down in bed, that meant you were a slut, okay? Or whatever, you know, or that because you looked a certain way, that you were evil and vamped and had another, you know, that you were an easy target, basically, for hate and jealousy, okay? Within these lower vibrational communities. But you got yourself up and out of there, guys. You did. And now you're coming up, these last cards here in the future. This is that high priestess energy of knowing, being connected to all the upper chakras, right? Your third eye, your heart chakra, that middle one too. That everything you do is from a place of love and kindness, okay? And receptivity. That you're looking to build with people, not tear people down. That it's very cooperative. It's a noble energy. Put on your crown. Adjust your crown, bitches. Okay? You are nobility. You are spiritual nobility. And it's time for you to recognize that. And it was that energy that you held inside of yourself all along that people were afraid of. It was that Pluto energy. And it's very misunderstood. Very misunderstood. But you had a knowing inside of yourself this entire time that you didn't belong in these environments. You knew. You knew. There is such thing as better people, guys. There is. Okay? And that intuition got you out of those situations every time before it was too late. You knew when to leave. Okay? You knew when your stay was, you know, these people weren't coming with you and they were now going to harm you. And it's because of that as well that made you an easy target. The minute you left, if they can't control that energy anymore, they're going to try and control how other people perceive you. Okay, and then if they can't do that, then they'll resort to other unsavory things, which is, you know, black magic, or just, you know, words, gossip, hate speech, you know, just false narratives, group mentality, flying monkeys. They started a witch hunt against you, essentially. Okay, but you knew this. You're very aware of this. Okay, and so we got the Wheel of Fortune showing up here twice now, that you are getting your justice for this. Okay, that was your mission from God. You were meant to do that. These you had contracts. Okay, and I'm getting a Jesha energy here, an energy of that divine feminine being cloaked. Your energy was cloaked during that time, so people couldn't see your light, but they felt it. Okay, they felt it, and these light workers that have this energy have an abundance of it. So people liked having you around because they could cloak in that energy, and they could make other people feel like, if I'm associated with them, then I'm a good person. Okay, so they wanted you around, but they weren't very kind to you, and they didn't treat you very well. And so the minute you left, things got a little petty. I'm picking up. But you've got luck on your side. Here's the clover, and we all know the clover, right? This is luck, happiness, unexpected rendezvous, a fling, good fortune. You're in that sun energy now, okay? And this is a gift from God. He's making sure of that, okay? Because he got you away from all this, okay? That you understand that you cannot heal in places that continue to open old wounds. And by staying in, just even I'm picking up geographically, by staying in these areas, these people were able to still come after you. Okay. And you might have even had to get some restraining orders on some of these people, I'm feeling. Because I'm picking up I'm getting this King of Wands, which is a very masculine energy, but that doesn't mean that this is a male. Okay. That mother wound could, what I'm picking up is it could have been a mother operating in that negative King of Wands in reverse, very reckless. We all know fire. When fire is unattended, it's devastating and it's destructive. Okay, so I'm picking up a very destructive. It's advocate in reverse energy. Okay, that it is embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. So people are trying to control you. Plain and simple. This is also a very over-sexual energy and a witchy energy, a warlock energy. Okay, of people intentionally cooking up in the kitchen some bullshit for you. Okay, all right, and recklessly. This is scary energy. Okay, this is a tyrant. It's not a leader. Okay, you had somebody going after you. With Spirit, I tried to clarify on this King of Wands in reverse, and Spirit doesn't want me to focus on that energy for this reading. Okay, he doesn't want me to focus on this past energy because you've already broken this curse. You've healed from it. You've disrupted this cycle, and you are no longer allowing this into your life. It's done. Okay, and that's why this resolve needs to come out so that you can move forward from it. Okay, so you can have the truth and break free from it. Okay, because when I asked on it, Spirit says, dude, look at how happy you are. Focus on the bliss. Focus on where you're going, not where you've come from. Okay, because you've got some good things coming to you. Unexpected money, soulmate, a high-level soulmate with a divine masculine, or you could be that divine masculine. Okay, yeah, you've got good things coming towards you. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, another thing in the subconscious here is this, and I'm not sure where you are in this timeline. You could still be in the low vibes. Okay, starting to wake up and realizing that you're the only one around you operating in the upright. You're the only one that actively wants a healthy outcome. All right? That you are no longer people pleasing and dimming to fit into your society. And so you might be in this Six of Swords energy of just now getting out of there. But where you're headed, let me tell you where you're headed. Okay? All right? If you don't already know, but you could be here too. Okay? You could be now in this Three of Pentacles energy, which means that you are co-creating with the soul tribe. The people around you, you are now cooking up good things in the kitchen for others, okay? And a period of rest. And like I said, that period of rest can be scary if you spend your entire duration of most of your life in a survival mode. Okay? In a survival mode, in a lower vibration, being scared of people. All right, and so Spirit wants you to spend this time to rest. Here's that Four of Swords energy. This is rest. This is introspective. This is your time to work on you. This gift of time and calm in a safe place with safe people. And he wants you to start working on, and look, I mean, I even got the Church card. These are your people, okay, where you're at right now, that have the same values as you, same structures, and belief systems, okay? It's a collective consciousness, traditions and reprogramming. It's a time of reprogramming to focus on your divine blueprint here, okay? So when I spoke earlier about this Yahel energy, this is giving you this time to actively reprogram now through developing a meditative practice, taking a Course in Miracles, or just picking up any like meditation, journaling, reading, anything in that sacral, okay? Because alchemy, we have to do something with that pain. Energy can neither be destroyed or created. It can just be moved or changed. Okay, so like I said, I told you earlier, you have that choice. You can give it to Mother Earth, okay, to neutralize for you. You can return it to sender, or you can do what I love to do. Take that pain and put it in my sacral and create from it, because it makes you grow stronger. Yeah, I'm telling you, when you do that, the blessings that come from that, because I don't want anything with love and light. Yes, karma needs to be resolved on the other end for people to learn. But I'm telling you, if you take that pain and create from it, many, many blessings can happen. And that's also the space to put out works to help others. Okay? Because I'm telling you, I've got some blessings that I don't even know where they came from, because they're not mine. Okay? It's these other people that have done things to me. Like, here I am in sunny California by the beach. I never wanted that. I'm more of a mountain girl, but here I am kicking it coastal, which is, I'm loving, though, by the way. I'm loving. It's a perfect gift for whoever gave it to me. Okay? Because I'm telling you, when you wish negative things on people, and wanting their life and their light, you better be careful, because you don't know what it took for that person to get there. Okay? And my star seeds, my light workers, our life was not meant to be easy. It took a lot of negative pressure to turn us into this diamond. So we've been through some shit. So these people acting out on you, maybe doing like humiliation rituals, or just trying to do glamour spells on you, or what have you, they don't realize that by them saying, I want to be them, like, because some of these people want to wear your skin, baby. They are jealous of you and your power, and they've gone to some unsavory lengths to try and stop you and your blessings and fuck with your divine destiny, which God doesn't like at all. Don't fuck with my chosen ones. I tell you that over and over again. Okay? My spiritual baddies, my spiritual daddies, we got work to do. Stop fucking with our mission. Okay? We ain't doing shit to you, bitch. All right? But now they've taken on your hardships, because Spirit will say, yeah, you want to be them? I'll let you be them. And this is what it takes to get there. This is what it takes to get there, okay? I'm picking I got the Visionary card. I got 2 more cards for you guys, and then I'm gonna let you go. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regards for personal gain, okay? And I'm getting that. That's one of the reasons why you're so untouchable. okay, is that everything you've obtained yourself. So there's really no way for their energy to come in and take it away from you without destroying you, okay? Without like doing some death magic or something stupid, voodoo shit. But like there's nobody below you for them to come in and influence or, you know, pay off or bribe off or any of those things, or because baby, you've done all this for yourself. And you've done it without regards to personal gain. You've done it all for personal healing and collective healing. Yeah, you can't fuck with that. There's no way to penetrate that. The intentions that they're casting at you would mean that you would have to still be in a lower vibration and still have a lack mentality, low self-worth. And they can't attach those fears to you anymore because you don't have them. They do. They are projecting onto you their own weaknesses. But those are their weaknesses. They're not yours. You don't have those. So they can't attach to them. Okay? You're sitting in your nines. Okay? So this is prosperity. This is abundance. This is, I mean, look at that. That's goddess energy. You guys are doing all right and you are stable. And nothing can pull that away from you right now. So that sense of uncertainty is still kind of rooted in the past of like always feeling like something's going to be pulled out from under you. But you've created all this yourself. So only you can fuck it up. Okay? Don't go backwards in the lack mentality and you're fine. All right? You're going to be fine. All right? Also, what did we get? Okay. That you are ascending, baby. You are ascending into a higher vibration. That you have bossed the fuck up. You are now a leader. Okay? A fair and balanced one. One that promotes receptivity and cooperation in a balanced approach, okay? Because you've got, look at that, you're completely balanced. You're in alignment for your assignment, baby. Yes. Okay? And you are developing those intuitive skills, okay? You know where you're going, you know what the outcome is going to be. Let that uncertainty motivate you to keep going in the same direction, not to derail you, okay? And that's all I got for you today, all right? With love and light. Remember that we are all spiritual beings, every single one of us. Every last person on this planet. We're all from God, okay? That law of one states that we are all a fractal of source, co-creating this reality. So let's get on the same page, baby, okay? Let's start working together. All right. And yeah, we're all suffering this human condition together. So be kind to yourself, but be kinder to those around you. Love and light.